much as we had predicted. Too many humans, not enough space or resources to go around. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely human ones. The Earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing, an atomic spark struck by human hands, quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear fire rained from the skies. Continents were swallowed in flames and fell beneath the boiling oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background radiation that blanketed the Earth. A quiet darkness fell across the planet, lasting many years. Few survived the devastation. Some had been fortunate enough to reach safety, taking shelter in great underground vaults. When the great darkness passed, these vaults opened, and their inhabitants emerged to begin their lives again. One of the northern tribes claims they are descended from one such vault. They hold that their founder and ancestor, one known as the Vault Dweller, once saved the world from a great evil. According to their legend, this evil arose in the far south. It corrupted all it touched, twisting men inside, turning them into beasts.
Mutants.
Only through the bravery of this Vault Dweller was the evil destroyed. But in so doing, he lost many of his friends and suffered greatly, sacrificing much of himself to save the world. When at last he returned to the home he had fought so hard to protect, he was cast out, exiled. In confronting that which they feared, he had become something else in their eyes, and no longer their champion. Forsaken by his people, he strode into the wasteland. He traveled far to the north, until he came to the Great Canyons. There he founded a small village, Arroyo, where he lived out the rest of his years. And so, for a generation since its founding, Arroyo has lived in peace, its canyons sheltering it from the outside world. It is home. Your home. But the scars left by the war have not yet healed, and the Earth has not forgotten.
Yes, very splendid. All right, let me see if I put live chat. There we go. All right, let me put the, back to the standard desktop audio as is. There we go. Sorry about that. Usually unarmed has disadvantage on action point cost, and melee is more damage, armor penetration. Unarmed skill is pretty high on default. There's many ways to increase in worlds, so you might not need to tag it. I'll keep that in mind. Let's see if I got this done. I don't remember what difficulty I had on. I think last playthrough, I think I had it on normal. I'm pretty sure I had it on normal mode. But sometimes the AI is like pretty easily exploitable in this game, where like difficulty doesn't matter. But for the sake of difficulty, I'm putting the game difficulty normal and combat on that hard difficulty. Like combat at hard difficulty doesn't really matter. Like once you get like a bit more overpowered, game difficulty usually depends on like features like outside of combat. Combat difficulty is more rougher because like more enemies have higher chance to aim. Enemies are smart enough to like even enemies with like a basic IQ can just like do aimed shots at your character's limbs. So I've seen people put like a high strength of like 7 to 8 when it comes to starting a melee character. I usually put strength around 5. Later down on the runs, you get more strength, and power armor gives you like more like a bonus strength up there regardless. My last run had like so low endurance that it's pretty mean. I'm trying to find like what they tag because I had melee weapons. Bloody mess for fun. Bloody mess would be one thing for me to do. I was tempted to put small frame, but it fucks up the carry weight capacity. Jinx is a very gimmicky thing, makes the game very chaotic. Wasn't there like a YouTuber that like that tried to make a pacifist run in Fallout 2 and put like Jinxed. Small frame is not good for hoarders or new players. Yeah, that was the issue. I think one of my runs, I was doing a other playthrough, and I can see why small frame is like the worst perk because like I played enough RPGs to where like I hoard a lot in JRPGs and RPGs, so yeah. I don't know if it's like a stereotype in me that where like I have a tendency to hoard things, but nah. You know what's funny about this game? You can actually reduce the age all the way down to like a playable teenager, but nah. I can say nah. I think this is the fair way to do so. There we go. What, you can't play a different race? It's only human this time? That's crazy. I don't know, like I guess I guess it does make sense for Bloody Mist because like whenever you try to like take out enemies with like melee, you don't really it's just the same death animation, so I can see why. I guess there's a lot of silly moments you can do around. That's the thing about I like about Fallout 2. It's like there's so much replayability. You can mess around with it. I know a YouTuber that goes by Dap642 that did like he tried to do like the spear only run, and he couldn't even kill the final boss with it. Besides, like with melee weapons, like I think my favorite melee weapon in Fallout 2 is the I don't know. I'm torn between like a late game thing, like a Ripper or a Super Sledge. Or maybe like if my unarmed is, gets better, then I'm gonna be switching to a fucking like a end game upgraded power fist. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, I think this is the way to go from here. Don't think I have any objections to this, but we'll see. Actually, at first, I can save and do Oh, I can't even type unarmed noob. Damn it. Fucking hell, man. Alright, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Because I don't know how many companions I'll be running with it, but I'm going to try like a minimum of 3. Because my last run, I had like 5 to 6. My last playthrough I recorded was like 5 to 6 companions with me. So it's kind of like maybe I should not have too much. We'll see how that goes.